Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is season with my Panthers pretty good.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and front and center is Jacoby Brissett. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. A little short pass. This is Everett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Play action now. Brissett escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On second down, Brissett again. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Play fake, Brissett. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is White. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and it's pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rachaad White with career touchdown number 60. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Justin Herbert being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is brought in at the 21. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up the coast to Seattle to check in on the Seahawks at home at Lumen Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Geno Smith throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesar Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounced back from the defeat on opening weekend. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Brissett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Go.
Here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brought down by Shaq Barrett. First and goal, Chargers.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 24.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Give him another one right back to Allen. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chargers 14.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a party gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert on 1st down now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Tampa Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive.